What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Retro Night. I'm the Retro Nerd, and welcome to Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles 2. So I picked up this game at Goodwill. I'm like, alright, cool. I'm doing stuff for Anime Month. I haven't played Uzumaki Chronicles, any of them yet. And I was like, well, I got the sequel, so let's just play the sequel. And, well, I picked it up for the fact that I was bringing Retro Night back, and I needed a little bit old schooler games. Not too old, like, I got old school, but like in between, like PS2, Xbox era. I mean, that's considered a retro now, I guess. But yeah, so let's get into it. So this game is a action adventure game where it's also mixed with a little bit of beat 'em up too. I got the sense of beat 'em up. So pretty much you go through mission, you go through an area and you beat up all the bad guys. You solve like little puzzles and stuff like that, and yeah, pretty much that's all you pretty much do in the game. There might be more. I only played like the first 16 minutes of it, because usually Retro Nights are either games I've played before or games with my first impression on them. And I gotta say, for my first impression of this game, not bad. They went with, hey, instead of us just hashing out more Naruto games with the same story, sort of like what they did with Dragon Ball games, where people just got sick and tired of them, because it's like, oh, here we go, we gotta start from the fucking Saiyan saga and all the way back to fucking wherever we ended off at. But at least with Super, they fixed that problem, because now you have the Super storyline to go through as well. But yeah, sort of like how they did it with Dragon Ball Z games, the Uzumaki Chronicles, assuming the first one even had its own original story. This one has its own original story too, where this puppet clan comes to attack all the villages looking for spirit orbs and stuff like that. And I guess they want to gather all 5. I don't know what all 5 does. More than likely it makes them all powerful, or they get some kind of wish and sense of Dragon Ball or something like that. But I'm glad that it went this route and was like, hey, let's have our own story. Let's not keep rehashing the same fucking shit over and over again. So, good on you, Uzumaki Chronicles, for doing that. Because most people just like, let's just keep hashing out the same shit over and over again. So, people would buy it because they're like, oh, it's a new Naruto game, I'm gonna buy it. But then they realize, oh, it's the same Naruto game, just better gameplay, or worse gameplay, or better graphics, or worse graphics. For this being a PS2 game, pretty good graphics, I would admit. There's some flaws to it and stuff like that, but hey, they tried their best with a new Naruto game, and I think it works. What else do I have to say about this game? Fighting's kind of iffy. It's just because the camera likes to move willy-nilly, and at first I didn't find any lock-on, and then later on you'll see that I actually found the lock-on button, and I'm like, cool, there's a lock-on button. That's great, because this works beautifully in a game like this, where I don't have to sit there and use the joystick to constantly move the camera around so I can see the bad guys. So I was glad there was a lock-on button. I mean, I wish I would have found it sooner, but hey, it happens. Combat, it's just pretty much the same thing, where it's just beat 'em up style, just keep punching, kicking. You can go from light strikes to hard strikes. You can combo them in the air, and then you have your jutsu. So when you start out, it's Shadow Clone Jutsu and the Rasengan. All you do is just hold down either the R1 button for Shadow Clone Jutsu or R2 button for Rasengan. And I'm assuming as you progress and level up, you can probably change those moves to something different. So hopefully they do that. And they do have this kind of cool thing where you can get certain skills and put them on the skill plate. Now the skill plate looks like a throwing star, and sort of like how they did it with the cachet case in Resident Evil 4, where you would have to, like, an item would take up a certain amount of space in your cache, and you can like sit there and like fucking Tetris it in to make sure you get that. Pretty much you can do the same thing with this in the skill plate. So all you Resident Evil 4 players that are like like super good at maxing your potential for your cache case, you'll probably be able to do the skill plate no problem on this game as well. Anything else really? Not much. Not much to go off of from there. Sounds good. The music is good. Voice acting. It's not bad, but it's not great either. But it's like in between, so you're not gonna be too annoyed by it, and you're not gonna be too impressed by it as well. So that's a good thing. Other than that, there's nothing really else to talk about the game. It's a decent game. I would put it up above, at least a little bit above mediocre. So if I was rating this like 1 out of 10, I'd give it a 7. 6.5 or a 7. I'll give it that, because it is pretty decent of a game. So yeah, that's about it for this game. So anyways, guys, I've been the Retro Nerd. This has been an episode of Retro Night, and we're playing Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles 2.
It's talking. Calm down. It's still only a puppet. It's just transmitting someone's voice.
We have but one goal. We've come to retrieve the spirit orb from the land of fire.
Spirit orb? What the heck is that?
Playing dumb, huh? Looks like we'll have to be more persuasive.
Kakashi-sensei!
I'm curious to know too. What are these spirit orbs? What could be so important that you'd attack this village to obtain it?
Do you take me for a fool? We're taking that orb, even if we have to burn down the village to get it.
Try if you will, but the ninja of this village will fight to their deaths to protect it. Are you prepared to face such opponents?
Looks like you aren't playing dumb after all. I thought the Leaf Ninja would surely be safeguarding a spirit orb, but if even a Jonin doesn't know, then I'm just wasting my breath.
So what are these spirit orbs that you're talking about, huh?
Never you mind. I will find them one way or another.
Hey, wait a sec!
Forget it, Naruto. It's too dangerous. Anyway, did you say the Hidden Sand Village has come under attack?
Yeah. I'm supposed to report to the Hokage in the Hidden Leaf Village.
Right. I'll take you there.
I see. So the assault on the Hidden Sand Village was...
Mission! Save the burning village! Hey, Grant! too shabby.